Okay, in this section, I'm going to explain a vine or a grapevine. It's really technically called a grapevine, but most of us all cut it down and shorten it to a vine. Okay, a vine is really 3 counts, okay, where we step to the side, step behind, and step to the side. But they almost always become a 4 count, and they do something else to close that up. Sometimes it's a touch, sometimes it's a scuff, sometimes it's a hitch, sometimes it's a cross. All right, so you can do vines to the right and to the left, but we're going to first do it to the right. If you start with your weight on your left, we're going to vine to the right and just do a touch or a tap. So it goes like this: 6, 7, 8, vine right, behind, right, touch. If we vine to the left, we just mirror that. 6, 7, 8, vine left, behind, left, touch. The key with the vine is to remember that it's a step to the side, a step behind, and another step to the side. Whether you're doing it to the right or to the left, a side, behind, side. And again, the 4th count or the 4th step of the vine after the side, behind, side is, it varies. It can be a tap, it can be a scuff, a hitch, a cross, any variety of things. Okay, vines can also be done in what's called a rolling vine, which is really you're making a turn as part of the vine. So if I'm going to turn and I'm facing the front wall, I'm going to remember that if I'm making a rolling vine to the right, I'm going to turn to the right. But I'm going to end up facing this front wall again. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your weight on your left foot, and rolling vine to the right would be a quarter onto your right. So now I'm at 3 o'clock, a half onto my left. Now I'm at 9 o'clock. And then you close that up with a quarter to your right onto your right foot. And now I'm back facing the front wall. And then again, that 4th step is either a tap or it really depends on what that is. So if you smooth that out, and this is worth practicing after you're comfortable with a vine, a straight vine, and only if you're comfortable with doing turns. So rolling vine would look like this with my weight on my left, a rolling vine to the right. So 6, 7, 8, turn, 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 touch. Now, of course, just like we can do a straight vine to the right or to the left, we can do a rolling vine to the right or the left. So if we're headed to the left, the weight is on my right foot, I'm going to turn to my left. So 6, 7, 8, turn, 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 touch. And again, this is done, sometimes people will just convert a vine to a rolling vine just because they know a dance really well and they just want to make it a little bit different. So they'll, instead of doing the straight vine, they'll do a rolling vine. So again, I'm going to do a straight vine to the right and to the left, and then I'll do a rolling vine. So first the straight vine, weights on my left, right and left. So 6, 7, 8, vine right, behind, right, touch, vine left, behind, left, touch. If I'm going to roll it, goes like this to the right, 6, 7, 8, turn, 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 touch. Now turn, 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 touch. That turn ends up being a full turn. So you end up facing the exact same wall that you started on. So that's a vine and a rolling vine. I should add that vines are also used to make a quarter turn quite often. So you'll see if we're going to make a quarter turn to the right, we can use a vine to do that as well. And what you're going to do is you're going to step side, behind. So it's the 3rd step of the vine that you make the turn most commonly, and touch. Okay, if I'm going to make a vine, or a lot of times you'll see like a straight vine to the right and then a vine to the left with a quarter turn left. So if I'm going to do a quarter turn vine to the left, we'd start with our weight on our right foot and we'd go left, behind, turn, touch. So vines can be used to make a full turn. You're not really changing any walls, or it can be used to get to a different wall, okay, where you generally on the 3rd step of the vine make that turn, whether it's to the right or to the left, depending on what direction you're doing the vine. So to close this section up, I'm going to do a vine with a quarter turn to the right, and then I'm going to stop and do a vine with a quarter turn to the left. So vine to the right with a turn. So 5, 6, 7, 8, vine right, behind, turn, touch. Now I'm facing 3 o'clock. If I do it to the left, weight would be on my right foot. So 6, 7, 8, vine left, behind, turn, touch. And now I'm facing the 9 o'clock wall. All right, so those are the various different vines for this section. Hope that is helpful.